Hey everyone, and welcome in to Cougar Central, presented by Southeast Texas Concrete. Week 8 now. Eric Kelly here with you. Sydney Gearbrecht to my left. Sydney, it's her favorite month of the year. We're now 1 week into Socktober. Sydney, it's the long-awaited update. We're on the edge of our seats. Tell us what's happened so far with your socks.
Well, there's been some bat socks, some cat socks. I'll tell you I'm not wearing any socks today, but when I go to my workout later, I'll be wearing some ghost socks. So really looking forward to putting those on later today.
Disappointing effort right now. Plenty of Halloween socks, though, probably coming throughout the month. We'll say it's a solid effort so far for Sydney, a solid start to Socktober. Unfortunately for the Houston Cougars, not the start they wanted in the month of October. A tough loss on the road against Navy and that dangerous rushing attack. Despite the loss, Cougs still with some positives to take from the game, especially offensively. Quarterback Greg Ward threw for over 350 yards and almost ran for another 100 to go along with 4 total touchdowns. In the receiving corps, both Linnell Bonner and Stephen Dunbar went over the 100-yard receiving plateau.
Cougar soccer split over the weekend to improve to 6-4-1 on the season. Desiree Bowen having a standout sophomore campaign as she scored her 6th goal of the season. Rachel Estepare returned post-injury to earn the shutout versus the Owls. The Cougars dropped their second game of the weekend 1-0 against number 21 UConn during their annual pink match. Estepare had a season high of 9 saves in the net for the Cougars, with 32 saves on the season. Houston volleyball suffered 2 more tough conference losses as it dropped to USF in 4 and UCF in 3. Despite the losses, Keandra McCardle continues to have a standout season as the senior setter moved into 7th all-time in career assists. Houston swimming had an impressive turnout at the Missouri State Invitational. 3 freshmen combined to win 4 individual events at the Houston Pentathlon, while the sophomores won 3 individual events as the Cougars tied Missouri State for first place. Coming up for Cougar athletics, women's golf continues to compete at the Jim West Challenge in the Woodlands, while men's golf will compete in the Bayou City Collegiate Classic to open the week. Both Houston soccer and volleyball head to Cincinnati and East Carolina to continue conference play, and cross country will head to Tuscaloosa, Alabama to compete in the Alabama Crimson Classic.
Now it's the moment in the episode you've all been waiting for. That's right, it's the poll question. But first, we look at the poll question from last week. Which conference game are you most looking forward to? Patrick said the conference championship. A couple of losses for Navy, and Houston right back into the driver's seat for that conference championship appearance. Jesus said the Memphis game. Yes, Jesus. It's going to be a great game. It was a great game last year. Memphis looking for revenge. Hopefully, it's just as exciting as last year. And again, hopefully, it results in a Cougar victory. Now, though, on to this week's question. Last week, we looked in the future. Now it's a blast to the past. What was your favorite Cougar athletic memory? It can be from last year. It can be from 10 years ago. It can be from 30 years ago. Doesn't really matter. Cindy, what's yours?
I'd have to say the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl win. It was an incredible season, and it was an incredible way to end the season for Tom Herman's inaugural season here.
Really a monumental victory for that Cougar football team. Really put Tom Herman and the Cougs on the map. I got to go with basketball on the hardwood. I'm gonna steal here. I'm going to go 2 for 1. SMU, LSU, both gigantic wins at home. LSU, obviously, Ben Simmons, all the hype that surrounded him. Cougs pick up the victory in overtime. And then SMU, probably easily the biggest conference win of the season there. Remember, you can always leave your answer in the comments section on Facebook or reply to this video on Twitter. And next week, your answer could be featured right here on Cougar Central. For now, though, that does it for this week's episode. Remember to follow UH Athletics on both Facebook and Twitter, and tune in next week for more UH Athletics updates. As always, though, go Cougs!